Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be giving you a summary of all the trades I've taken throughout September. So this was actually my first month of live trading. I started on the 13th of September, so technically it's only a half month worth of trades. I'm trading 5 pairs, so we're going to go through them all and I'm going to show you all my winners and all my losers. Let me know if it's valuable in the comments below. Subscribe if this video is useful. I'm going to try and at least do one of these every month because this is really why I wanted this channel to be for. I wanted to be able to look back and see my trading progression. You can see how I've improved and maybe you'll improve, you'll learn something from it. So we'll start off here on Aussie Yen. You can see we're at September 14th. This is one of the first trades I took. Unfortunately, it was a winning trade, which gave me a nice buffer. What's the percentage here? 5.63%, so I managed to get a buffer of 5.5 trades if I'm doing 1% risk, which I am. So yeah, great start. I can lose 5 trades. I can afford to lose 5 trades. So you can see initially we had this, we got the pen tool. I'm not going to be very good at this. We had the ascending channel with a clean break, and then I took this entry on the most recent low here. So this is a combo flag. You can see initially I didn't set my entry because we had this large retrace here, so I waited, and when price broke the high again and I saw we had this big wick, I prayed that we'd get a double wick so I could get it on the next candle, and that's exactly what happened, and it went straight down, it went flying down. And then we got this nice big descending channel at the base, and managing the trade above the highs, I managed to capitalize on it and get 5.63%. I don't think I had many other trades for Aussie Yen this month. It's a bit of a new pair to me. I'm still getting the hang of it. But yes, I definitely had some missed trades, so there's some improving to be done there. So we'll take a look at Aussie dollar now. This right here, there we go. Terrible trade. One of the first I've ever taken. Actually, it was the first trade I took live. So you can see the way I was seeing this was we had this big ascending channel here, and then we had a strong break into this descending channel. So I saw this candle here as the break of this descending channel. So you can see the most recent high is here, and you can see we had this little break and a big wick on top. So knowing what I know now, I would not have taken this trade. That is not nearly strong enough of a break for me to take this trade, especially with the wick on top. So being where I'm at now, I would have waited for a second impulsive candle, and the second impulsive candle we got had a big wick on the top and on the bottom, and it wasn't even impulsive. The body of the candle was tiny compared to the wicks. So this is a trade I would have avoided if I was to take it now, but at the time it took a 1% loss for me to learn that lesson. So pretty worthwhile, I suppose. 1% isn't very much of the account. So you can see here. The next trade I took, I think this was around the same time as the Aussie Yen trade. You can see it's quite similar price action. We had that same ascending channel, clean break, and then a little flag. I actually took this as a continuation of this inside bar. I think a lot of the members in the Gorilla community took it on this wick right here. Whereas at this point in my plan, I would wait for 2 impulsive candles to break the low to take a continuation, but now I've learned that if there's a solid close, I'm pointing, if there's a solid close, I'm using my finger, look, this one right here, if there's a solid close, then that's worthwhile to take as a continuation, and I think a lot of members would have gotten in on this wick. Sorry, I got the magnet tool on, that's why. But I actually got in on the second candle, which fortunately also had a wick. And you can see this trade actually came all the way down and retraced back to my entry. So I think as a beginner, I probably should have been quite worried when my trade went from 4% to 0. But honestly, I felt nothing. So, I mean, that's a good thing in trading, right? You want to be neutral. I really wasn't bothered, especially the way that we came back up. We came back up in this ascending nature, which is actually a combo. We came right back to touch my entry, which is fine, and then you can see that we kind of bounced off of it. We springboarded back down. We had this nice descending, and I thought the trade was going to close out here, but we went even further down and had another descending. So I was really happy with this trade. It was 6.49%. I think the second biggest of the month. Yeah. So yeah, great trade. They were all around the same time. The rest of my trades were mostly losers. So that's not very encouraging, is it? I did have some winners, trust me. So here, this was a really weird trade. I wouldn't have taken this one again, even though this one was just a few days ago. I guess maybe in hindsight, I just really wanted to be in the market, especially having had missed some of the good trades and seeing the other members. I just really wanted to be in a trade. But yeah, I've definitely learned a lot this past month, the past few days as well, apparently, because this is a weird trade. So you can see we initially had this ranging price action. It looked kind of descending, but in fact we were breaking the lows as well. So this is actually considered a range, breaking the highs and the lows. And then we had this strong impulse down, and I set my entry on this inside bar here, and you can see 2 bars below the inside bar. So you can see I was looking for a combo here. We came up and didn't quite tag me in, so I waited even longer, and we had this really slow ascending fashion to tag me in, and unfortunately price took me out and then went, and it went quite far as well. So I suppose I wasn't too far off with my prediction, but yeah, the main reason I stuck with this trade was because of how we were approaching my entry. We were approaching a really ascending fashion, and I thought that looked really good at the time. But this range here, even though we had a clear downtrend, price did retrace that downtrend entirely. So this really suggests that this is all a big range. I should use the pen tool, I'm sorry. Big range. Shouldn't have taken that trade. And then this is the actual break of the range, if you want to think of it like that. We had this ascending, and then we came down into a descending. Oops. So yeah, I wouldn't have taken that trade, but easy to say that in hindsight. So I'll have a look at Euro Yen now. I think this is literally the only trade. Let me just double check. Yes, started September 13th. Yes, this was my only trade. So this was a bit of a weird one. Descending channel, strong break, really strong break, but we had a big wick on top. So I didn't have an entry set there at the time. But when we broke this high, especially with this candle here, I decided to set an entry on this inside bar here. Because then you can see the continuation, and unfortunately we had a really strong retrace. You can see it's an engulfing candle. It engulfed the entire candle, which I thought was really bullish at the time, and it retraced again. Okay, we're quite clearly in pretty weird price action right now. Not a trade you want to be in. Well, let me delete this. There we go. Sorry, I'm all over the place. All right. So managing above the below the lows, we broke the high here, so automatically straight away reduce my risk, and we broke the high again in profit, broke the high again, boom. So you can see I managed to move my stops 3 times, and I made a profit of 0.8%, which is fine. Price did take me out and then shoot up, which seems to happen quite frequently to me, but again that's just the game. No more trades. Yes, lots of missed trades. No, not really. I mean, something there. Nah, I don't think I missed too many trades. Nothing high probability anyway. All right, on EURUSD. So a couple more trades here. So I think maybe that Aussie dollar trade wasn't my first. I have a funny feeling this might be it. I took them both at around the same time anyway. So you can see I had this descending channel. You could consider this all descending as well. Quite a skinny descending channel. We had a really strong break. I don't regret this trade. This being one of my first, I suppose I should be quite proud of it, because it's a solid trade. So we broke above this high right here. And as soon as we broke, I set my entry 2 pips above, and I was tagged in perfectly by this wick, and then price continued up, which is exactly what you want to see. And then managing below the lows again, you can see we broke the high here, set my broke the high here, going back, stop loss there, broke the high again, stop loss here. Okay, I think in hindsight this would have been about that. Yes, so it was something like that. Sorry if you can't really see those. That is how I managed it, and here we got a 0.64% profit, so a fairly good profit. Now if I hide this, can I hide it from here? Yes. So as soon as that happened and I was taking out, I presumed we were, well, I didn't presume wrong. There is a clear ascending channel here, and we've broken with this really nice candle. So I set my entry right there. In hindsight, I should have waited for a slightly slower retracement back to my entry, because a news candle came in at 1 o'clock and tagged me out completely, as you can see here. It was my entry doing up there. I think, did I move it? Okay, that's in the wrong place. It should be right here. Yes, well, you can see it would have tagged me out regardless. That's my point. Oh, no, I remember. It's because we had slippage. So because price moved up so quickly, I actually ended up entering a bit higher up, which is good considering the momentum, but unfortunately it tagged me out anyway. Price didn't really, okay, no. Okay, price did go quite far down in the end, but again, I've got no FOMO, it's good. Don't worry guys, I'm fine. Any more trades this month? Yes, we had one here. So I could see that we were on this clear downtrend. We got a massive descending channel here, and we had a really strong break and close below this low right here. Boop. So you can see we had a really strong break. So I set my entry and I was tagged in immediately by the next candle. Quite a strong retrace again, unfortunately, but oops, I've gone all the way over here. There we go. We had a really strong retrace, which is regrettable, but you know, can't do much about it. And this trade was going well. I managed to reduce my risk to right here, just above this candle, because we just barely broke the low right here. And I was tagged out by this wick. I would have been tagged out regardless, so it was good that I was able to reduce my risk. I think, what time was that? Was that like 7? No, 3 o'clock. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't think that was a news candle. I don't want to blame it all on news candles, but you can see price then went on to make lots of profit. Let's see how much you could have made. Whoosh, 6% without this wick. But again, I am not fussed. That is fine. That's how it goes. It happens all the time. I've set an entry on this trade right here. I'll hide that for now. This is a trade I was just taken out of today. So you can see, I think a few members of the community took this flag right here. We had a really strong break. It was very nice. The reason I didn't take this is, by the way, is because the entry was at 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock. And I didn't realize people would set limit orders at where they should have been tagged in, which would have been right here. I've never thought to do that, so I didn't enter that trade. I did enter this continuation though off of this low. Oh, I did laser. There we go. Okay. You can see what I've done. So I was tagged in really nicely there, and then price came down and I was able to reduce my risk straight away. And we did continue the descending channel for a while, but now it looks like we're breaking out of that channel with this impulsive candle. So now I'm looking to go long. Yes, okay. Pound dollar, the last ones. I'll try and finish this off for you guys. Okay, so pound dollar. So I think, yes, this was my biggest trade of the month, 7.79%. So what was I looking at here? So we had this ascending channel, little descending before, and then we had the break into this ascending channel. Let me get rid of those lines. And then we came down. I'm not sure if any members would have entered off of here. Yes, actually, I think a few members did enter. Oh no, wait. No, we broke the low. Never mind. Ignore me. Because there's kind of this flag, but an invalid flag with our strategy. Came down, and then I set my entry on this right here, on that low, 2 pips below. And you can see I was tagged in by a combo again. A very nice combo at that, especially with this impulse. Again, quite a strong retrace, and as soon as we had this, because I knew with a strong retrace like that, you'd have to expect a larger move, and we had spread hours here, so I wasn't able to set my entry anyway for the combo. So I set my entry straight after spread hours, and I was tagged in at 5 o'clock in the morning. You can see it was quite close to taking me out a bit, but I would have been asleep around this time. Wait. No, I wouldn't have been asleep. I would have been stressed. It nearly took me out. But you can see price went on very nicely with descending kind of price action here. So I was able to manage above the highs again, and took me out down here with this descending over here. This is where I was taken out. But yeah, overall, textbook, really nice trade. over here, okay, this trade was, this one sucked. I mean, price action sucked. So we had this descending channel, strong break, really clear, really strong break. Not much wick, a lot of body on it, nearly a solid close really. And you can see I was tagged in and tagged out immediately, more or less. I think this was, yeah, that was a news candle. I can't remember what that was. But yeah, 7 PM news candle. I thought I was good. Price went up and it came and tagged me out. Again, this video is this trade is fine. Like I'd take that again. Just a shame about the news candle, really. Probably a few more missed trades. Otherwise, I'm happy with the month. I'm up 16%, I think. I was up 20% initially, but I've been on this 4-trade losing streak, which is fine. Like I said, I'm completely fine with losses. Remaining neutral is no problem for me. Let me see. There we go. I think I'm full screen again now. There we go. Those are all my trades. I probably haven't explained those very well, but I hope it helps in some regard. The members of the Gorilla community will know what I'm talking about a little bit more, but if you're not in Gorilla, then you're going to be so confused by this video, and I'm sorry. Yes, if you want to see more of these, let me know, because I'm honestly just making them for myself, just so I can see in the future how my trading's gone every month. So this was my monthly recap for September. Have a great October, everyone. Q4 coming up. Wish you all the best in your trading. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.